Well, hey there! I have this really fun idea for a drawing that I think you're gonna like. In fact, it's absolutely out of this world. Grab your drawing supplies because today we're gonna be drawing a UFO. All you're gonna need is a clean sheet of paper, a nice sharp pencil, an eraser, a dark marker or a pen, and of course, something to color with. Okay, so let's go ahead and start drawing our UFO. Now, when I say the word UFO, what shape do you think of? Yeah, I kind of think of that too. I think of like a frisbee shape, right? They're also known as flying saucers, and saucers are like little dishes, like little plates. So you can think of that flying through the air. So that's the shape we're gonna start with here. It'll actually kind of look like a football from the angle we're at, but it's a flying saucer. So we're gonna start right here, and I'm gonna kind of draw like a wide dome shape right here near the top. Don't go all the way to the top. You need to leave a little bit of room for the little cockpit where we're gonna put the alien. So we're gonna kind of start right over here, and I'm gonna just start drawing a dome shape right about here. Now it's okay, go over it a bunch of times. You wanna get it right. Once you get that top shape, then you wanna do the bottom one as well. So for that one, I'm gonna kind of draw a little U shape or a smiley face shape. So I'll probably pick that outer line, but you can see the shape. Kind of looks like a football, doesn't it? Okay, now we're gonna do the line in the middle, but instead of doing straight lines on our UFO, I'm gonna have them be curved to kind of match the shape that I want this to look, so it looks a little bit more dimensional. So the bottom's gonna be rounded and the top's gonna be rounded down like that. So the lines are gonna reflect that and show that. So instead of drawing a line straight across, go from this point to this point and just draw like a little slight curve. Not a big one, but kind of a curve. So it's rounded off to the top. You see that? It goes up a little bit higher. That's what we want. Now we need to draw like the little opening at the bottom where in like movies, you know how the alien, the little UFO will go over and it'll start abducting things. It'll pick things up with its little tractor beam, that light that comes out. That's what we're gonna draw. So let's draw the little hole here at the bottom, the opening of our UFO. Maybe that's also where the alien gets out. Maybe that's just the door. Maybe I'm overcomplicating something very simple. Let's just say it's the door. But it also opens up to pull things in. If you looked at it straight underneath, it would be a perfect circle, but we're looking at it like this, so it's gonna be a little oval. Now let's draw the little dome on the top, a little glass dome where our cockpit will be, where the alien can steer the ship. So let's do something like this. And you can over exaggerate it a little bit if you want. Looks pretty fun. Should we draw the alien head inside of there? I'm just gonna draw the head. Okay, cool. So let's do almost like a little balloon shape on the inside. I'm gonna go for the traditional giant head alien like that. And then we'll give them some big eyes like that. Can do some ovals, kind of tilt it a little bit, and then maybe a little smiley face because they definitely come in peace. Awesome. Should we do little pupils in there? Oh, also because they're friendly, I'm going to draw those really big pupils. That black part in the center of your eye makes them look a little friendlier. Slightly cross-eyed, but friendlier. It'll look better once we get to the pen. Now, again, like I was saying, no straight lines on here, right? Because this is curved up and that's curved out. If you think of a football, it would go like this, right? Rounded off. So when we draw the lines on here, maybe we can kind of showcase that a little bit more by drawing some lines underneath, like something like this. Let's just draw a little curve there and a little curved line coming out here. Maybe another one coming off the bottom. And then maybe one more like that. Then we got to do it on the other side so that it is symmetrical. Same thing. Right about there. Over here. And the last one like that. See what I mean? Now it feels like it's curving up. Lines are really helpful for that. You can kind of show the shape even though it's a 2D drawing, which means it's flat. It doesn't look quite flat because of the way we drew it. Okay, so now I want to add a few little lights on here. I think that'd be fun. You can add whatever else you want. You want antennas or anything else you want on here. Go ahead and add those. I don't want to hold you back, but I'm going to draw some cool lights right on the sides here. There we go. Just draw a few circles over there. We still need to add a few little things. Maybe adding those legs right here, just like a little, you can draw them thick. You can just draw them as a single line if you want, or if you want to draw a little bit more, a little thicker, you can do that as well. I'm going to have them taper off these little lines. These are going to be like the landing gear, what it lands down on, so it doesn't just lay on the ground like that, because it is just like a little bowl shape at the bottom. And then I'll do a little curve here to kind of show that it's on the thing. And then let's put on some little feet, little ovals here for the feet when it lands. And then maybe we have to have a third one, otherwise it wouldn't be very sturdy. And so let's kind of do one right here. Yeah, that's good. We'll do one right here, and we'll draw just a little oval over here as well. So instead of drawing the tractor beam right now, because I know we're missing that, we'll just do that with the color. I think it'll look cooler if we just did it with like a marker or something. So let's draw something really simple here. Now I'm going to draw a pig. You could draw whatever you want. If you want to draw it sucking up a TV or your cat or something fun, or you getting sucked up, that'd be kind of fun. You can draw that, but if you want to draw a little pig, I'll show you how to draw a really cute, fast one. Let's do that. Let's start with like a little oval shape. And I'm going to kind of curve, I'm going to have a kind of angle like this. There we go. I want to make sure it still fits in that. Not too much bigger than that hole. So there we go. And then I'm going to draw another circle kind of up here for the head. And then we're going to draw a little curve right here and a little curve right here for the legs that are going to be in the front. And then we'll just draw little lines right here, like that for the feet. And then do like a little triangle shape. Oop, I'll just erase that for you. I drew a little too far. And a little triangle shape like that for their hooves. Look at that. And then we'll draw the other feet in the back. Pretty easy. Just angle them in. Same thing for the inside, on the other side, legs. And then we got to draw the snout on our pig. So maybe just like a little square right there on the end, and maybe even like a triangle for the ears. See, just a simple pig. Little eyeball right here, and then maybe the squiggly little curly tail on the back. And then we could even we'll have the little curve, and I'll erase some lines here for you so you can see what I'm talking about. There you go. See that? And then we'll erase some in there. That's kind of a good thing to do. Good practice as you're making your sketches. Start erasing some of the stuff so you know what you're going to be drawing here once we get to the pen stage, which I think we're at. All right, so we did all the heavy lifting with our sketch. Now let's get our marker or pen out and let's do all the outlining. All right, okay, so we got most of the line work done. I do want to add a few more little details, maybe like a little reflection on the little bubble up here. So maybe I'll draw something like this and like a little circle right there, just something a little bubbly. Kind of looks like a bubble, right? And maybe another one right here. I'm going to keep those white when I color them in, but it's nice to have them there so I know where that's going to be. Okay, so now last thing we got to do is just outline the pig. Now, there's not too much extra little things on here, but I do want to make a few little refinements as I'm going back over it. And the last thing will be that little tail. Oh, there you go. And that little tail. So now go ahead and erase all that under sketch because the next step is color. All right, now that everything's colored in, there's something still missing. What is it? That's right. We got to draw the tractor beam. So let's go ahead and draw. I'm going to take a really light colored marker to go over this. I'm going to color right over top of my pig and part of the UFO, which is a little scary to do, but it should turn out good if I'm doing it with a marker and I'm doing it with a lighter color. That's important. So if you do a really dark color, it'll just cover everything. So let's go ahead and do a lighter color. I'm going to use yellow. So I'm going to start from this corner and I'm going to go out like this. And then I'm going to go in this corner and do the exact same thing. Like that. And then all you have to do is just color this part in the rest of the way. Just color right over it. Preferably, it's good to kind of let this stuff dry a little bit. I tried to let it dry just a tiny bit. You'll still see it streak just a little bit. But let's just see what it looks like over our pig. Oh, again, it's going to smear just a little bit, but it's okay. Ooh, that makes it look like there's some movement lines. Look at that. It looks like it's getting sucked up into the ship, which is what we want anyways. That actually looks kind of cool. See, sometimes those mistakes can turn into something really cool. Look at that. It looks like it's speeding right up into the ship. Oh, I love how that turned out. Now, if you want to add any other details, stars or anything, you can do that. I might only add just a few little like specks or something like that, little dots kind of leading up to the hole right here. So I might do something like add little tiny little dots. Kind of, I don't know, make it look like there's a little, when something's really brightly lit, that can also show all the dust and stuff in the air. Oh, I love how that turned out. Well, this was so much fun. Thank you so much for drawing our UFO and little alien friend with me. Now, if you're thinking, I'm not quite done drawing yet, I just kind of got in the zone. Well, there's plenty more videos here on this channel for you to follow along with that you can watch right now. But just in case I don't see you in the next video, always remember, be brave, be creative, and most importantly, be you. You are going to love our new book, The Nature Explorer's Drawing Guide for Kids. It's full of interesting facts and step-by-step instructions for drawing all kinds of plants, insects, and animals, helpful art tips, and even blank nature journal pages in the back for you to go outside and make your own discoveries. Check it out for yourself. You can find it anywhere online where books are sold.